Imagine paying thousands of dollars for your stepsister's dream wedding, only to arrive and see a giant sign at the entrance that read, "Do not let OP's children in." That was my welcome, at the wedding I paid for. But here's the thing. I don't get mad easily. I get even. And what happened next? Let us just say her dream day turned into the most unforgettable disaster she'll never live down. If you've ever been taken for granted, or watched someone stab you in the back after you helped them, this story is going to feel so good. Hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and tell me in the comments, what would you have done if someone banned your kids from an event you paid for? Alright, let's dive in. So I, 38F, have a complicated family. When I was 15, my mom remarried a man named Gary, who came with a daughter, Emily. She was 13 at the time. Emily and I never really clicked. She was spoiled, the kind of girl who always got her way. And her dad, my stepdad, treated her like a princess, while I was more the responsible one. Fast forward 20 years. Emily and I barely spoke except for holidays. But when she got engaged, suddenly I was her dear big sister again. Emily called me crying one night. She and her fiancé were struggling to afford their dream wedding. An outdoor vineyard venue, a designer dress, the works. She said, "I know you're doing well and you've always been like a second mom to me. Could you maybe help a little?" I felt bad. I really did. My husband and I had stable jobs, and Emily's wedding was supposed to bring our families closer. So I offered to cover the venue and catering, about $15,000 total. She cried tears of joy. Her dad called me an angel, and honestly, I felt good about it. I thought it would finally bridge the gap between us. Weeks passed, and I helped her with planning, tasting menus, flower arrangements, even setting up the photographer. My two kids, aged 8 and 10, were so excited. They even had matching outfits picked out. Emily said they'd be adorable as junior ushers, helping hand out programs. Everything was perfect, or at least I thought so. Then, about a week before the wedding, I noticed Emily acting cold in our group chat. She stopped replying to me but kept chatting with everyone else. I brushed it off. Wedding stress, right? Finally, the big day came. We got dressed up, loaded into the car, and drove to the venue I had paid for. When we got there, the parking lot was packed. Music, laughter, photographers snapping photos. It was beautiful. But as we approached the gate, a security guard stepped in front of me. Guard. "Excuse me, ma'am. Kids aren't allowed." Me. "What? These are the bride's family. My children." Guard. "Sorry, I was told explicitly not to let OP's kids in." Then I saw it. A white poster board by the entrance, decorated in flowers, with cursive writing that said, "No children, especially OP's kids." My stomach dropped. My daughter looked up at me, confused. My son asked, "Did we do something wrong?" That moment? I'll never forget it. The embarrassment burned hotter than the summer sun. I texted Emily. No response. Called her, straight to voicemail. I felt a rush of anger and humiliation like never before. I had paid for this wedding. Every bite of food, every rented chair, every flower. And she banned my children? Publicly humiliated them with a literal sign? My hands shook as I grabbed my phone. My husband looked at me and said quietly, "Whatever you're thinking, do it." So I did. I stepped aside, opened my phone, and called the venue manager. "Hi, this is OP. Yes, the one who booked the entire event. Could you please confirm something for me?" "The contract's under my name, right?" He confirmed it was. Every payment, every deposit, all under me. "Perfect," I said. "Then please consider this your formal notice. The event is now canceled, effective immediately." There was a pause. "Wait, ma'am, but the ceremony has already started." "Doesn't matter. They violated the terms. You'll find the refund clause in Section 4C. I'll be sending documentation in 5 minutes." Within half an hour, the venue staff began discreetly packing up behind the scenes. Caterers stopped serving food. The DJ shut down mid-song. By the time Emily walked out of the ceremony to greet her guests, the reception tent was half empty, and the buffet tables were gone. "What the hell is going on?" she screamed. I walked right up to her, calm as ever, and said, "You banned my kids from the wedding I paid for. You get what you give, Emily. Her face went pale. Her husband looked horrified. Her dad tried to intervene, but I just smiled and said, "Don't worry, Gary. You raised her this way." Then I turned around, took my kids' hands, and left. The fallout was immediate. Within hours, family group chats exploded. Some relatives said I went too far. Others said it was about time someone taught Emily a lesson. Apparently, Emily had decided at the last minute to make her wedding child-free, but singled out my kids specifically because she thought they were too rambunctious and would ruin her aesthetic. She didn't even have the decency to tell me beforehand. Days later, she called me in tears saying I ruined her once-in-a-lifetime day. I told her, "You ruined it yourself when you decided to humiliate my children." Then I blocked her number. Her new husband? He reached out a month later to apologize, and quietly mentioned that Emily's tantrums had made him rethink a lot of things. Looking back, I don't even regret it for a second. Because here's the truth. Money can't buy class, and kindness doesn't mean letting people walk all over you. For years, I tried to be the bigger person with Emily. But sometimes, the only way to teach someone respect is to let them feel the weight of their own arrogance. That wedding was supposed to be her dream come true. Instead, it became the moment she realized actions have consequences. So tell me, what would you have done? Would you have let the wedding go on or pulled the plug like I did? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you've ever had to take back your power. Because sometimes, revenge doesn't mean destruction, it means redemption.